What's up, people? It's the best podcast on YouTube back once again. 2016, we in the house, Live and Level Gamers podcast. What's up, John Shout?
What's going on, people? What's going on?
Yeah, we back up in this piece, ready for that real gamers talk. You know what I'm saying? Where gamers come to talk. 2016, we back in the building, back on the mic. Guess who's Bazak? The boy with the killer mic skills. That's me, leveled head. I ain't finna mess with y'all. Anyway, I could spit something on you. But what you been up to, John? We let this music play while we talk. What you been up to?
Man, just gaming, thinking of a master plan and stuff. You know how it go.
Yeah, they ain't ready for us, man. But anyway, let me cut this music off. But y'all know who it is. It's the Live and Level Gamers podcast. 2016, we back in the building, so let's do it. So yeah, man. Just thought we'd throw that music in, but you know what I'm saying, hit them claps on them, man. Let them know. But yeah, 2016, man. 2016, a lot has transpired. You know, we had to take a hiatus, you know, for obvious reasons. What up to, man?
Man, it's been gaming, planning stuff out, trying to think, you know, plot the next move, trying to take it to the next step.
Okay. Yeah, that's the same thing here, man. We've been doing the whole Full Effect Gaming. If y'all don't know about that, fulleffectgaming.com. Hey, actually, let them know what's been going on, man. I heard you got us into one of the packs. Let them know about that.
Oh yeah, we got it. Got approved for PAX South, so I'll be down there this next coming weekend, the 29th through the 31st, I think. Yeah, I'll be down there in Texas for PAX South, trying to get some coverage. I don't know what I'm going to see. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nothing new is on the horizon, so I don't know what's going to be shown. Well, most is probably going to be like PC stuff, but no, I don't know. It's my first time going to PAX South. So it'll be something new, you know what I'm saying, get adjusted to it and try to get some coverage or whatever.
Okay. Well, I don't know, man. I mean, hopefully they had some good stuff down there. I mean, haven't you been there before?
No, this is my first time at PAX South. I've been to PAX Prime and PAX East.
Okay. All right, well, so
I think this is the second. I think this is the second year they did it. Second or third year that they had this one down south.
Okay. Well, like I said, we got a lot planned for you guys in 2016. Like I said, it's been a while. We try to do the website right. We try to get this YouTube stuff popping right. I got a whole different mindset for this year than I did last year and the years prior. You know, with Mr. L Live passing away and all that, you know what I'm saying? It kind of brought some things as far as my approach and what I desire to do. So I'm trying to get away from, you know what I'm saying, the side of YouTube where it's all about console wars and, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. I'm trying to get to where I'm just enjoying gaming, no matter the system. Long as it's a good game to be played, I'm down to play it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've been on, man. But let's get into our first, you know, how we do it. What you been gaming on? So since we've been away from the mic for a while, let everybody know what you've been gaming on, man.
So been playing some of that Just Cause 3. We're playing I went back and dug into my old school stuff. Been playing some of that Rainbow Six Vegas and Vegas 2.
You got to break it down like you know, so you play Just Cause, break them down like, you know, even go into a little detail of how the game is and all that.
Just Cause 3 is dope. I love that game. I put it down for a little bit because I wanted to like go fully into it, not just a little bit like I've been doing. So I put it down for a little bit. So that's been sitting there. It also says nothing that coming out no time soon until for like February. I think I'm gonna get that Naruto in February. So that's I got
the game, or you talking about the anime?
No, the game, the Naruto Ninja Storm 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that in February. That's the only game that's coming out soon that I got my eyes on so far. Playing that. Hopped in back on some Rainbow Six and Rainbow Six Vegas, and you know what I'm saying? It really opened my eyes to what I've been missing. It's like I was sitting here thinking I was crazy. I'm thinking like maybe I'm just out of touch or something like that. But me going back to playing Rainbow Six and Rainbow Six Vegas 2, Rainbow Six Vegas and Rainbow Six Vegas 2, it really opened my eyes that no, it's just new. There's these new type of games that's just messing things up. People don't.
Okay.
They don't have that. The games aren't making you play as a team like they used to no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're letting you be just random person, Rambo dude, or whatever like that. But I mean, it is what it is. It's a new generation. That's how they like their game. So, you know what I'm saying? But I just let me know that when I went back on it, I still got it, and I didn't lose it. I just lost touch with these new people. So that's that.
Okay, you should have hit them drums.
I was going crazy for a while. I was like, man, I just don't understand these shit.
The snares on that. You should have hit the snares on that. That was a good one. You lost touch with who?
With the new gamers. But yeah, on Xbox, I got that the Elite controller, man. I'm in love with that thing. So I'm officially a cheater now. The
Elite controller. So how is it?
It's dope, man. I'm officially a cheater now. Cause that's what I used to call him back. Cause I was you play Call of Duty, and you be sitting there playing, and this dude he'll do some so crazy move or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like how the hell did he jump and still aim at the same time?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now I figured it out like it was last year. I figured it out like people been using these little modded controllers or whatever. So
okay.
So basically, where they got the little paddles in the back or whatever they call scuff controls or whatever. And they little modded controllers in the back, and so it had little buttons in the back. So basically, you can jump without taking your thumbs off the sticks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So all the little face buttons you can map them to the back of the controller, and use your buttons and use your fingers that you're normally using. To hit the jump, the X button, the Y button, B button, whatever. You can map to whatever you want. And so that's how these people are doing these old little crazy moves and and knifing real quick and doing crazy stuff. Now you just sit there thinking like, wait, how are these dudes doing this? I think I was inferior or something. You know what I'm saying? So then I figured out
they've been using modded controllers, which were not the Elite controller, but controllers that allow you to configure it a way to get a competitive advantage.
Yeah, and so then Microsoft decided to go into get into that genre, and they made their Elite controller, and I'm loving it. It's like, so I got right now. I only use the 2 paddles, but it has 4. You can map them to what buttons you want to map them to. You can map all the buttons to what you wanted to. Or they got an app for that too. Then you can there's little buttons on the back of the controller that you can make it to where the triggers don't go all the way down, so that you can make it fast or whatever. But then there's an app that you can fine tune that to make the triggers like hair triggers. Like I'm talking about, like as soon as you touch it, it registers that button.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like when you want to shoot, you just barely tap the thing and it's shooting. You know what I'm saying? It's like stuff like that.
So this controller sound like it's now. How much did it cost?
It was $150. But I got it with the new Xbox though.
So we got it with the new.
Yeah, I bought the whole bundle, the Xbox bundle with it in it. And
I'm gonna have to get out. I'm gonna have to figure out what you doing for your little cash sheller, because you be getting that stuff. You be getting cameras, phones. I be sitting there watching your videos, man. I be like, what John getting all this? How he getting all this stuff, man? Am I dealing with a kingpin or something up in this joint?
No, I just say
having cameras, phones. You got all that tech. I be sitting over there like the same whack computer that don't want to let me do nothing. I can't even do the claps and nothing because it won't let me do it. I gotta upgrade, man.
I just say I don't make that much money. I just save my money, and then with stuff I want.
Yeah, whatever. Boy,
I do for real. I just save my money because I don't make that much money. I do. If I told you what I make,
over there, man. Just tell the truth, man. You big pimping.
Man, I ain't big pimping. I just find deals.
But no, man. But you think you say it's worth? Because I know that was a big
I
thing
think to
about
me it's worth it. I fell in love with it. I wish PlayStation please copy. I want you to copy this. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even want to play shooters on PlayStation no more.
So that's why you was telling K-Von you don't move to the Xbox. You just didn't say why.
No, see, I had moved because wasn't nobody playing with me no more on the PlayStation. Everybody's like, yeah, get on PlayStation. They played for the first week and then everybody disappeared.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So they ain't sticking. I noticed this though. I will say this, because I've been pretty much I've been doing this budget. You saw the post I put on Full Effect Gaming.
Yeah.
Dealing with being a budget gamer, man. I've been doing especially since I had twins, I'm married. Sometimes I had to go to where I had to be real frugal with. See,
that's what it is because you got kids. I don't got kids.
Right.
Well, my kid, he grown. He can take care of himself. But
well, right now, I mean, I'm good, but I just don't. And I said this before. I just can't walk out to the store and just drop this amount and that amount without hearing. At least I'm gonna hear something. You know, so I can do it. But I want peace in the home. So just going out dropping exactly. $50, $60 or $300-400 on this and $300 on that. I could do it, but I won't be with who I'm with for too long doing that. So I gotta be wise in how I approach my gaming thirst. So what I've been doing is I've really been looking at deals, and I didn't care what it was. If I hadn't played it, if it was something I was curious about, and it was whether it was used or brand new, if it was in a reasonable price range where it didn't make no sense to pass on it, like this is basically a Hardee's meal, you know what I'm saying? I got it, so, but anyway, I'll get into that when you get done, talking about what you've been on. But go ahead and finish up. I ain't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, so I've been playing that I've been doing the Rainbow Six, played the Call of Duty. I've been playing, pulled out my Dreamcast, been playing some games on there. I'm going to start doing some videos on there. I just think I can't figure out which day I want to do it on. I'm either going to do it, it's either going to be Flashback Friday, Throwback Thursday, or Way Back Wednesday. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. Haven't figured out which one I'm gonna do it yet.
Explain that because they probably don't know what you mean. I know what you're talking about, but they might not.
Basically, I'm about to go back through all my retro stuff. Like I don't have a whole lot of games. I have all my systems other than the PlayStation 1 and 2 and 3.
Okay.
I got rid of them. Yeah, but other than that, and my OG Xbox, because I gave that to my cousin. Other than that, I got all my systems, like the Nintendo 64, the Super Nintendo, the Genesis, the GameCube, all that. I have all those.
Okay.
And the Dreamcast and all this stuff. I still have all that stuff, and that's down in the basement. And what I want to do is just take a time, make a couple videos going through some old games, and then just look at the old console, just going back when gaming was simple and stuff like that. And just basically showing how far we come, and also to utilize of what these systems do now, and why I said it's more about the system than the exclusives now versus what it used to be.
Right.
Because back in the day, each console it was just a console. It didn't do nothing else. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you didn't have the only thing to differentiate was the controller and the exclusive in the games. Right. But now versus this generation, it's a whole lot of stuff that differentiates each console from each other. So that's why I wanted to go do. That's what that little series is going to be about.
And that's going to be on Full Effect, right?
Yeah, it's going to be on Full Effect. But Full Effect. Everything's
okay. That's what I mean. They might not know that that's something they can, say come to the website on Tuesdays. You said throwback.
I don't know. Yeah, that's the only thing I've been trying to figure out which day I'm gonna do it on. But
okay. So when you get all that set up, just periodically come to the website. No, because I think we throwing up some pretty good websites. I mean, articles, man. That red pill, blue pill got a lot of hits.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. I really laid it out in that, man. And this latest one I did where I was dealing with Splatoon and how I believe
they got a lot too.
Yeah, Splatoon is doing stuff that no other Nintendo game I've seen done outside of a Zelda and Mario. It's really the way it's selling, the way it has pretty much caught on with the masses. It's basically like, Mario, we got this. You can take a break, you know what I'm saying? You can sit back and let us take over for a little bit. But anyway, let me share what I've been gaming on.
All right.
Like I said, I've been doing budget gaming, folks. So what I mean by budget gaming is, I'm really searching for deals. I'm not just going and dropping $62 or $59.99 plus tax or whatever on the latest hot game or supposedly hot game. What I've been doing to reserve money and to feed my addiction for gaming, you know what I'm saying, my hunger for this gaming, I've been budgeting, budget gaming. So I found, and listen, you can go back in the time back to some prior videos and see it on my timeline. You'll see this post. I don't even know if it was my last one or what. Probably is my last video because I ain't made nothing in a while. Or you can go to Full Effect, and you're gonna be hearing Full Effect gaming a lot because we're gonna be pushing that this year. And check out that video. But I bought 3 games on the Xbox One, and this is something I found out, man. And I always knew it, but it was funny to me, and I want to get your opinion on it before we get into, because we ain't got much. We just here to chat it out, man. I got some topics I want to deal with, but not a whole lot. But as I was doing this budget gaming, you know what I'm saying, really searching, looking for deals, when it comes to Nintendo, man, you ain't gonna find nothing, especially with the Wii U. You're not gonna find no deals. Every one of their games pretty much the same price the game was when it came out. So if you didn't buy when it came out, you basically gonna be spending the same amount we all spent when it first came out. When it, like Bayonetta 2, or I was looking at Captain Toad, I haven't gotten that yet. Or these games don't depreciate. They evergreen. They just don't lose their value. I don't know if it's because Nintendo chooses to keep them that price, or you hit it again, man. But it's about that money. But anyway, none of their games, they don't ever get cheaper. And I don't know. I mean, it's a good thing, because it's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, because I don't want to say it in a way that I'm throwing salt or throwing shade, man, but it is a testament. Okay, well, right. We ain't worried about that. All right. To me, it was a eureka. I was like, wow, here it is. I'm buying great games that's 2-3 years old for $10, $11, used games for $9. Now, Watch Dogs ain't no good. I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. If you haven't played Watch Dogs, do not buy Watch Dogs.
You don't like Watch Dogs?
The first 20 minutes the controls to me is garbage. It's just you basically just hitting X for pretty much the whole game. Like, scan this camera. Maybe I need to give it more time. Did you like it?
Yeah, you gotta give it more time. I'm gonna give
it more time. Right now, I'm not enjoying it. I'm really not.
The driving is horrible, though.
Yeah, the driving is horrible. Like, after you play the other guys. So these are the 3 games I got. I got Devil May Cry Definitive Edition, the new Devil's May Cry. I got Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition.
Yeah, that's probably
now all these.
That's because you play Sleeping
Dogs. Dope.
You play Sleeping Dogs. That's why you don't like it.
Right.
That's understandable.
I got one
back to back.
Yeah, well, see, I took a break from Sleeping Dogs to play Watch Dogs. So I went straight into Watch Dogs from experiencing Sleeping Dogs. Now, graphically, Watch Dogs is a little bit better, but Ubisoft, you need to be ashamed of themselves how they downgraded this game. This game doesn't look nothing like what they showed at that E3. I mean, not even close. Actually, if I be honest, there are some visuals in Sleeping Dogs that's better than Watch Dogs. All in totality, Watch Dogs is a better looking game. But yeah, it ain't caught me yet. Sleeping Dogs pulls you in from the gate. But all these were like I said, I got Devil's May Cry for $10.99. Best Buy. I got Sleeping Dogs for $11.99. Best Buy in Illinois. I had to go over Illinois and get that one because I couldn't find it here in Missouri. And I got Watch Dogs for $9.99 used. But if you know anything about Blu-rays, and if when Best Buy doesn't put the stickers and stuff on it, you basically got a brand new game because it ain't no scratches on it. You know, Blu-rays don't scratch easy. So I cleaned it up, and you couldn't tell me that I bought it used. So anyway, man, and if you ain't ever played Devil May Cry, it's the same. It's the people who made Bayonetta, maybe not the same group who made this particular Devil May Cry, but the folks who are responsible for that, you know, when it was on the PlayStation 2, when it first was created, them same folks made Bayonetta. You know, them the same people behind the Bayonetta franchise, which Bayonetta borrows heavily from Devil May Cry. So if you like Bayonetta, you're going to like Devil May Cry. And I didn't know that. I like Bayonetta. I didn't think I liked Devil May Cry, but it played just like Bayonetta. Exact. A little heavier, though. A little bit heavier in the control, in the way Dante flows, heavier. His strikes seem to be a little bit harder, whereas Bayonetta is fast and, you know what I'm saying, real light, you know, in her movement. Sometimes you don't even feel like you're really controlling what she's doing. She's doing so much. But the same people are responsible for those titles. So, but man, I've been having a good time, John. I can't front. I've been really enjoying myself, man.
You should try GameFly, man.
Huh?
You should try GameFly.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I've been trying to see if it's gonna be, you know, paying $14.99 a month. Would I really? Because you said that's for just one game, right?
Yeah, I think that's just for one game. Yeah, but
I didn't think it.
Now, one game, don't do the one game. It's not going to be worth it. If you do two or more, it'll be worth it.
Yeah, it ain't for me. It wouldn't be because I wouldn't. My time don't allow me to get in. I'll be basically just wasting money because I wouldn't take advantage of it like I should. So that's why I haven't tried it. But anyway,
get the 3 games. You know what I'm saying? One for you, and then the rest for your kids. They'll run through it.
Man, I ain't stuck. No, I mean, I ain't. But anyway, man, I've been enjoying these games. I've got into some Splatoon. Far as the Wii U, there's a few games I still want to get. I want to get that Mario Maker, and I still want to get that Captain Toad. I'm real late on that, but then I've really been gaming. I'm gonna have to get another hard drive for this Xbox One, man. This makes no sense to me. I don't understand why they could. I'm serious. I know I've been fussing about this. I fussed about this all last year. Started out the year ended 2014 fussing about it. But I don't get it. I don't understand why they can't compress or whatever what Nintendo does to these games. Why they giving you 30 gigs straight raw gigs? Like, can't y'all compress this? Can't y'all make this 1 gig or 2? I don't. They
don't want you to get physical media no more. That's the whole thing about it. Is they really don't want you to get physical media no more. They can do it to where they can run it straight off the disc, but they don't want to do it no more. They want you. It's easier. It's easier for them, and it's more economical for them to make you download it on a hard drive.
It's stupid. I mean, dude.
Yeah, it is. I'm upset about it too.
Because I don't have an external. I do, but I use that for my computer, for my Pro Tools and all that. So I ain't want to take it off and just to put one game on it. So anyway, I had beat this game, the original Tomb Raider. I had to erase it.
Yeah, I had to erase stuff every time I put something else on there.
Yeah, I had to erase it. I'm like, man, I erased all my demos and all that off. But anyway, so yeah, that's what I've been on, man. If you got an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, and I'm not trying to exclude, Nintendo and none of that, but like John said, if you're in your feelings, oh well. But if you got a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, these games are still for sale. There are more for the PlayStation 4 because I saw a lot in my Best Buy on the PlayStation 4. But on the Xbox, these all gone. But man, go pick up Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. and Devil May Cry. You'll enjoy both of them games, man. They're real good games for cheap, like brand new games. You might spend $22. So I got 3 games for less than $36. You know what I'm saying? So my gaming is being fed. Anyway, so welcome back to the Live and Level Gamers podcast. Once again, I want to send a shout out to all those who showed their love for my boy, Mr. L Live 08. We lost a true gamer. I know John didn't really get a chance to share his thoughts on that. So, John, go ahead, man. Share your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you pretty much left that in my hands and kind of fell back. You said you didn't know Live as well as I did, but if you wanted to say anything on that, man, go ahead at this time.
No, man, it's just like, it's a sad thing, man. He was cool people. I didn't know him like as well as you knew him and as well as other people knew him. I only know them for like this past year and a half or whatever. And, it's just messed up, so you never know what somebody's going through, because I kind of knew he had a little bit of health issues. I just didn't know it was, that bad,
Right.
He never actually showed or nothing like that.
Yeah, it was amazing to me how he was show. I knew, I'm not going to lie, before we would start the podcast, I can kind of tell that I'm pretty sure you picked on this a few times. Like you can tell he didn't have a lot of energy. Yeah, and then as soon as we say you ready and do the countdown and say you live, he was live, and I was like, this dude really knew how to mask it, man. And like I said, I want to appreciate all you guys who showed your love and support, who left a comment and went beyond just saying RIP. You really said something meaningful, you know what I'm saying, whether you knew him or not. I really appreciate that. And we're going to miss him. But we're going to keep his memory alive in 2016, man. Like I said, the name of the podcast is going to stay the same because we are live and we are leveled in our approach. And I think that's just, showing him love and appreciation and honor for what he brought to the table with this podcast. But yeah, man, we're going to miss him and, but we won't forget him. But anyway, want to tell you guys that we appreciate that and all the love that y'all and support that y'all show. But anyway, so let's get it in, man. We probably should have discussed this before we started, but like for me, since we have let me say this, last year we couldn't talk about this, we couldn't talk about the NX, because Nintendo said they wasn't going to be showing it until 2016. So we technically wasn't supposed to talk about it or speculate or have ideas or curiosities about it because, that offended people. But since it's 2016, I guess we have free reign and liberty to talk about it. But this week has been a crazy week of rumors. And I made that video last year, talk about it, get hyped over it, enjoy it. And it's been I think this is one of the most hottest topics in gaming. And it's about Nintendo, and everyone is curious. And I mean, more curious than what I believe it was when the Wii U was coming out. I remember IGN. This how IGN did, and I'm gonna get to my topic and where I want to go, and we can go other places, but it ain't much else out there to talk about. But I remember IGN made a mock-up Wii U with off-the-shelf parts like PC parts, and they made a Wii U based off of the specs and the rumored specs that was on the table. They made a Wii U based off that to show the capabilities of the system and all that, which kind of panned out to be accurate. It was a little bit better than the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, but it wasn't what the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One is. And I don't know if you ever remember that, but now this stuff is like really crazy. So what you thinking about all the rumor and all that stuff? What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know. It's like some of it's cool and some of it's looking like it's contradicting itself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know.
Right.
There's like a lot of made up stuff like the 900p and the streams 4K. It's like that doesn't even make sense. But other than unless it's upscaled or whatever. But
right.
But I don't even, you know, be for real. I don't even think Nintendo would go 4K. It would be no point. I don't know. I just don't see them doing that. I don't see them doing 4K.
No, I definitely don't. When I saw that, and there was a few YouTubers I saw some videos who pointed out the discrepancy or the craziness of how you gonna stream for a game in 4K when you're tapping the actual visual of the game out at 900p. That don't even make sense.
Yeah.
So
you can upscale stuff, but I mean that's still not 4K though. It's just upscale.
Right, it's not 4K. So what's the point of wasting the resources to do something that really won't be showing 4K? But my thing is this. And this is my first topic. One thing that I really lament or really wish Nintendo wouldn't do is allow everybody to create the narrative before and they allow this narrative to be out there so long that it, even though it's not true, it becomes a truth. And even when the system shows up, if it don't live up to what's out there, then either way it goes, Nintendo is in a tight spot. You see what I'm saying? Like with this 900p 60 frames per second, if that's not true, Nintendo should, some representative at the say that's not true. That's erroneous. That's inaccurate. More information is going to be coming, but that rumor is not true. You see what I'm saying?
And all industry people gonna say if you try to ask, if like you try to go to the event, ask them a question, whatever, all they're gonna say is we don't speculate on rumors.
Right. But I understand that, but
no, I'm saying they won't tell you that. They should say something, but they don't tell you that.
Right. I just think like you got PR and you got people who's there to manage Nintendo's image and in the marketplace and all that stuff. To me, these folks should be on it. Like when stuff come out that's egregious, that's wrong, that's inaccurate. Cause right now Nintendo is hot. Like it's the hot topic. It's really, and I'm planning to. They need to strike while the iron is hot. That's my thing. If right now you are the talk, you are the hype, you are the it thing. I mean, when IGN and everybody that you can name is willing to talk about rumors and speculation that is clearly detailed to be speculation, if they so hungry to have the first take on your information about this system, that means Nintendo is in a really good spot with this system, with the anticipation, with the attention of the gamers, and the community is really paying attention to Nintendo and really curious about what this thing gonna be. I think Nintendo has a grand opportunity to capitalize, even if it's just like one of the rumors is they're going to release the handheld. Like I said, this all rumored. I don't know. I ain't been reporting none of this. I didn't really care. I'm just waiting for information. But it's fun watching people get hyped about it. I won't lie. But one of the rumors is that they're going to release, now the latest rumor is they're going to release the handheld portion of their new system, and then next year release the home console aspect of it. And if that's the case, even if they're not ready to show it, they should get out in front, and anything that doesn't line up with what they're doing or something that might be potential damaging, they should just cut that and clear that out and dead that as they go. That's what I'm thinking, but what's your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I just think there's a lot of rumors. Chris, I don't know. They're crazy. I don't know, but I just don't. To release the handheld and then release the console, I don't know. I just think you should just do it all at once. Just quit the.
I agree.
I just think
Like I said, it's just rumors.
hopefully, yeah, they just rumor. Hopefully, that's what they're doing. They're releasing all at once. I hope they don't do that because you just separating stuff. It's like too much separate stuff. Like stop separating stuff. Just make it all one, so you have a bundle for people to go buy and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's like let it be one thing.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the being able to take it with you and the home console part, let it be one thing. So it's like it's not two separate devices two different SKUs that you're selling. Like I get so tired of the different SKUs. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I got you.
let it be one bundle and call it a day.
Let it be one system, one package. Ain't no options. This is this. If you want that, you gotta buy this. If you want this, you gotta buy that. That's basically what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
I agree.
So now, I just want the handheld, so let me just buy the handheld. Oh, I just want the home console, let me just buy the home console. Or let me buy this later. I don't know, like, oh, that's unnecessary. Just put it in the package, sell it, and let's go.
Right. Now, so basically, if you want it, this thing is, they ain't giving you no option to buy one or the other. If you want to experience it, you got to buy both. Which you kind of controlling and you kind of eliminating issues because if you sell them separate, then you create an unbalance with some people just gonna buy the handheld portion of it. If this now let's put this out there. We don't know if it's true or not. We just shooting the breeze. So I don't believe, me personally, I don't believe it's two different devices. I believe it's one device with two that got two type of functionalities to it, but I don't think it's two separate devices. So I'm kind of leaning to what you're saying. It should be one thing, and I believe it is. But let's speculate that it isn't. You're saying that they shouldn't sell it separate because it's going to create an unbalance where people going to just go buy like what we see with the 3DS and the Wii U, where people are content with the 3DS. And don't give 2 cents about the Wii U. I mean, the sales tell the truth. A great system that has a lot to offer doesn't even get a glance, but the 3DS was selling like pretty darn good, you know. So if you can kind of marriage that to where if you want that 3DS experience, you still got to buy this home system too. So you ain't got no option. So if you want Nintendo, this is what you got to get. I agree with that.
I think that's like, you know, how they gave people the option they had to connect or not to have to connect. Well, now you kill connect. You know what I'm saying? Because you decided to give people that option instead of just putting it in there and letting the developers that wanted to make games for it. And then if you didn't want the game, you just didn't buy that game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And so now because you get people the choice and split the thing up, now it's just kind of dead in the water.
But to be devil's advocate, it did pick up sales once they took that.
It's because the internet ran with it's always watching me stuff, but you sitting here with a cell phone in your hand.
True. Well, I'm just saying, like when they dropped that price, when you had to pay the difference, and you had the $499 Xbox versus the $350, the $350 flew off the shelves, man. I mean, it's been selling pretty good since they removed it out. At least decently anyway. It ain't selling nowhere near the PlayStation 4, but none of us understand, not even Sony understand why the PlayStation 4 is selling. But anyway, I agree though. I agree. I think if they can come with a reasonable price, you know what I'm saying? I think if I'm willing to pay $399 for one of these systems right here, I'm willing to pay $399 for a Nintendo system. So if they gonna have both, like say for instance, it is two separate items that work together. If they release it like you was talking about with like the Kinect and the Xbox One, I'm willing to drop $399 for that. Now I don't know about $499. $499, I'm still it's Nintendo. I will still get it, but
if it does what it says it's going, what I think it's going, not gonna say what it says it's gonna do, but if it does what I think it's going to do, I will pay $499 for that. If it does what I will.
You will. Okay, that's what
I think it's going to do, and they showing that they got this first year that they got a plethora of games to satisfy my thirst. Then I will get it at $499 if it does what I think it's going to do.
All right, now, okay, that's what I'm saying. But I'm being honest. $499, I would, because it's Nintendo, I would do what I have to do to get it, but I won't sit here and lie. It'd be like this thing better be good. But with this whole 900p 60 frames per second, let's tackle that and entertain it, which I don't believe is true, but let's say it is. Is this how do you feel about that? If this is the case, yeah, go ahead.
It'll be disappointing.
Okay.
It's not a deal. It's not a deal breaker. It'll be disappointing because now they have a chance. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. They have a chance to come out and be the top system. You know what I'm saying? Why come out and be under the or on just on par with the other systems right now? 2 years later. I just don't feel like that's a smart move to make. Okay. Unless you got some other bags of tricks under your backpack, then I don't think that's a smart move. Now, if it does, then oh well, I just take it because the games now they look good. They can look good. They can play good if you had the right development on it, and if those developers take their time and do what they need to do. So that's not a problem. I just want them to make sure that they have they fill out the genres. It can't just be platformers, can't just be RPGs, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Fill out the genres, get some third-party support, do the same thing make the type of games that you're making, bring out some more of your IPs, and support the system better.
Okay.
But yes, it will be disappointing, but it's not going to be like it's not going to be, oh man, I'm not going to get no Nintendo system. It's not that big a deal because I know Nintendo can make games look good. Nintendo can make games look good with less hardware. They've done it before. Right. They've done it with the Wii U. I mean, they've done it with the Wii U. They've done it with the Wii. It'll be a disappointment, but it's not a deal breaker. Totally. I think if they were smart, they would come out and try to be on top.
Yeah. I mean, for me, this is my thing. And like I said, that's why my whole approach in 2016 is looking beyond just my taste. And I think a lot of times, especially, it's true about all the different councils and their fan bases. We tend to only want to focus on our taste and want the company that we love to realize our desire and our taste, and what we like about them, and basically forget about what others will want. Like I've been hearing this, man. I'm so it's so laughable. And these type of phrases. You just want an attend station. You just want a Nintendo box. Like, no, I don't think anybody want an attend station. They just want Nintendo to compete. You know what I'm saying? And fight for their dollar, not be. And it's something you said in your latest post, and I pulled it up. That's why you hear my phone. Pick me too, where you was kind of dealing with that, and I let you kind of explain where you was going, but you kind of hit on some of these topics where sometimes we are content with our favorite piece of plastic giving us long as it's giving me what I want, I can care less what other people will want from these systems. And it was basically dealing with third party. But go ahead, kind of shed some light on that.
Okay, like everybody's like for Nintendo themselves and Nintendo fans, they've been playing the Nintendo consoles like the second console. Like, well, if you want those type of games, go get that console. And
right.
And if you want to be an industry leader, that's not the type of attitude to take. That's a loser's attitude. You know what I'm saying? And what Nintendo fans have to understand is you can't have that attitude. Like no matter how content you are with what the Wii U did, and no matter how happy you are with your Wii U console, Nintendo's not happy with that. So evidently, so if Nintendo's not happy with that, something's got to change. And so in order to change that, in order to be the industry leader, you're going to have to provide more content for that system, and you're going to have to provide that content that other people want. Stop being like, oh, if you want this, go to that system. No, when they go to the store, they got to say, hey, we got this game, and we got our games. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we're the better system to pick than these other two systems. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, Nintendo should want, and at one time I believe Nintendo did think like what you're saying. They should want to be the best.
Yes.
They should want to be the console you choose.
The console you choose to play all your games on. Right. Because that's the attitude that Xbox comes with. That's the attitude that Sony comes with. It doesn't matter that they know that people are going to play both. They know that. They know that that there's going to be more people to play on one console or the other. But their approach is we want to offer all type of games for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has their choices of games. So if the PlayStation has Call of Duty, then we got it too. You know what I'm saying? If they got Madden, then we got it too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It don't matter.
And it shouldn't matter whether the core fans of Nintendo care for Madden or Call of Duty, which a lot of them do care for Call of Duty. But it should be there for those who are not in the core Nintendo titles.
It should be there for period. It should be there because like when you go to if you go to the thing, right? The best selling games are Call of Duty, Halo, and Assassin's Creed, and whatever else. Those are the best selling games. And then you have Mario, and Mario stuff is involved in that too.
But this is what they say, though, John. This is what they say. Those are garbage games.
It don't matter
what. That's garbage.
That's the cool though. They can think like that all they want. But when you go back to the thing, Nintendo will say it in their press meetings and in their investment meetings and all this stuff. We're not happy with our sales. In order to get those sales, you have to have those type of games. It don't matter what you think they are. It don't matter if you think you can say that garbage. Like I'm about to make a video on this Call of Duty. How everybody says it's good, it's garbage. But yeah, it sells what it sells every year. So evidently people want that garbage. So it doesn't matter what you don't think of it. What you think about it, people want it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Evidently we can think Sony is garbage, right? Because I think Sony is a lackluster company right now. They're not delivering what they can. But guess what? Everybody wants that Sony PlayStation.
And the reason now, and let me clarify why I'm doing what I'm doing. Like, I'm trying to show, like, all those who are listening, I'm trying to show you the stuff you hear all the time. And when these type of topics come up, you hear people talk about, and I'm finna show the other side too, because you hear people say, well, I heard one person say this, I was watching their video, and they, you know, they don't care for Nintendo, but they are curious about the NX because of all the rumored of the power and all this. And they made this lame statement, you know, for me to buy the NX, it got to have third party. It got to have third party because I don't care for Nintendo titles. I don't like Nintendo titles. And I thought to myself, and I don't know if I'm wrong for this, but I'm like, well, bro, about all them titles you want on the platform you got. You know, if you got the Xbox One, if you got the PlayStation 4, you can buy them titles. You don't need the NX for that.
That brings you to.
Well, let me finish this though. Okay. But that doesn't detract from what we saying about Nintendo fans with they lame statements like you want the 10 station or the 10 box and those games suck. No, they only suck because you don't have the option to play them. And and truthfully, you're too caught up in a console war to get the other system. So you'll say the other system sucks. But if it comes to your platform, or say, for instance, you have a PC, you would get some of those titles. So they can't suck. So you said, so there's a lot of console brand loyalty going on, which, like I said, I dealt with in Red Pill, Blue Pill. But go ahead.
It brings me to my next point. It's like, and see, like those people that, even though they say they don't like Nintendo games, the reason why they're still paying attention and they're still curious is because they may not like Nintendo games, but they do like what their system's doing. They do like the features of that system. You know what I'm saying? Because like when the Wii came out, everybody didn't want to waggle. They didn't want I don't want to waggle controllers. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But then as soon as Sony came out with that move, what happened? They changed that tune up real quick. You know
I ain't gonna name no names, but
they changed that tune up. They changed that tune up real quick. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And what's so funny is Sony could have did better than the Wii if they would have just supported the dang on device.
Right.
Because the actual move is actual better controller than the Wiimotes. The move controllers were actually better, and with the camera and all that stuff, it tracked better than it did. The technology was better than the Wii.
Right.
Also, they had the hardcore games because you had the Killzone doing it. You had SOCOM with the move controller, and you had this other game. I forgot what it's called. It's off. I can't remember the name. It's another shooter game. You had different shooters and stuff messing with it and stuff that it wasn't a whole lot of on Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And so, even though you may not like Nintendo games, you like what they're doing because what they do increases the competition with everybody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but at the same time, you had to understand that they can't just keep Nintendo. You can't just have Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon and
Smash Bros.
And Smash Bros. Animal Crossing. You can't just have that a whole console cycle.
Yeah, explain this to you. Said something that in that same post that I found intriguing too. You said like with Nintendo, you have one of something. You don't have like in a genre. You don't have a lot of diversity. And I want you to explain it. Like you said it like this. Your example was
like you
might have sports, but you got Call of Duty, you got Halo, you got
Battlefield. You got
all in that.
Battlefield. You got a whole bunch of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Shooters. You know, that's shooters. When you think Nintendo, what do you have? You have Splatoon. You had they gonna say, well, we had Call of Duty too. You had Call of Duty. You don't have that no more. You have the old versions. You don't have the new versions. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know if you're getting the new. You don't even know if you're getting the other versions. You know what I'm saying? But when I go to Sony or Microsoft, I know I'm going to get all the Call of Duties. I know I'm going to get all the Battlefields. You know what I'm saying? I know Halo's coming.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I know Halo's coming.
For you to get right. So basically, you have the option to get it whether the game pan out to be a great game or a bad game is not something that you cannot not experience because you don't have the platform to experience it.
I have the choices of all those shooters. Now you want to go to sports games. You know, what we have? We have we tennis Mario tennis or Mario soccer or that's it. You know what I'm saying? Right. But on the other consoles, I got FIFA and I got what is the other
Madden, you got 2K, NBA, 2K, you got NBA Live.
You got the other soccer game, the other company, P something. I don't know if it's a P started with a P. I
don't know all those sports. When you get off into sports, if it ain't football or basketball, I'm kind of lost.
Even though what's the name locked up the football thing, it's still there. You know what I'm saying? But does Wii U? When's the Wii U last Madden Wii U had?
That was the first one when the system released in 2012. That's all the Madden we got.
It didn't have another one. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Right. You're right.
What else? You got a whole bunch of platformers. Got a whole bunch of RPGs, and then that's basically the genres. Yeah, but the other genres, you don't have nothing. You don't have a whole lot of choice with.
So basically, like I said, this is and I'm right there with you. These are the areas that keep Nintendo in the position it's in, not because it's not a great company, not because they don't make great games, but once you experience these games, there are so many other experiences to be experienced that it always makes Nintendo a secondary system. Now, for me, it's not secondary. I would say my Xbox One is secondary, but I'm getting all those other experiences on the Xbox One. Had I had, and like I said, it ain't as big of an issue for me, but had those games been available for the Wii U, honestly, I wouldn't have an Xbox One. If I could have got like Street Fighter, I hate the fact that Street Fighter 5 is exclusive to the PlayStation 4, but I'm just use that. If Street Fighter 5 was coming to the Wii U, I wouldn't be so, and I would still get the Xbox. I still get the PlayStation 4 for Uncharted, but in some of the other games I want to play, like the God of Wars, but it wouldn't make me want it as much if I can get that game on the Wii U. So we need to be honest about that. We need to be realistic with our approach to what Nintendo needs to do. Stop trying to make this stuff be. If Nintendo has this mindset some kind of way, Nintendo is giving in or waving a right flag of defeat because they realize they just can't limit themselves because their fan base thinks it's cool some kind of way. Did that make sense?
Yeah, you can't. You got to provide choices. Is the story, and it's like, and then with their titles, like it's not enough titles for them. They haven't made enough titles to satisfy a console generation. Like if you really look at what the Wii U provided, and granted, I said this before, I said it again. I commend them for staying afloat with what they had and with the hill that they had to climb. I commend them for staying afloat with what they had and what they used. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you look at a console cycle and say, "Hey, this is the console I'm going to play for the next 5 years," but I'm gonna play 5 different Mario games. I'm gonna play maybe 1 or 2 Zelda games, and then I make it maybe 1 or 2 other IPs. That's not enough,
right? And you're right. I said that in my last post. Like right now, most of the games that you play on the Wii U, like half of the games feature either feature Mario or Mario is the main reason you're there. See what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You got Mario, New Super Mario U. You got New Super Mario. You got Super Mario 3D World. You got Super Mario Maker. You got Smash Bros, which features Mario. You got Mario Kart, which hence the name Mario Kart. Now, all these are great games, but look how much Mario you seeing. Like at the end of the day, that's a lot of Mario. You know what I'm saying? And we know, and I proved that titles that don't have Mario in it don't sell as well. I mean, as titles that do have Mario, and that's why Splatoon is such a game breaker, because it doesn't have the iconic selling capability that Mario has, yet it's outpacing all the Mario games on the Wii U. But you're right, there is not enough to satisfy everyone. Like it might. Let's be real, okay? Transparent. I enjoyed everything I played on the Wii U, and to me, the Wii U was the best system this gen. To me, in my opinion, the Wii U was the best system this gen. In time, it didn't fulfill every gaming desire that I had. I wanted that live. I wanted Madden. I wanted other games that the other systems were providing, whether it was first party or third party. I wanted to experience games of that nature, more edgy games, more adult orientated games. Not that I'm against cartoon, because I like them games too, but I do sometimes want to put those games down and pick up a narrative and a plot and a graphic direction that is aiming towards adults. So Nintendo wasn't giving me all that, and I was hoping that the Wii U would be a return to that type of Nintendo experience, but it wasn't. But at the same time, I still feel like Nintendo has given me the best experience as a gamer this gen.
Now, Peter, this is my perfect example of why I said exclusives don't matter, and why people they look at me like I'm crazy, but the proof is in the pudding. Here you have one console where it's strictly run on exclusives, and here you have another console that barely has any exclusives and it's strictly run on third parties. Who's selling the most?
PlayStation 4.
Exactly. Well, with what? Third parties.
Third party. Yeah, that's what I said, because it ain't no first party.
It don't matter that Xbox has it. It doesn't matter that maybe Nintendo got some of them. It doesn't matter. It's the people wanted the PlayStation. They got and they got to play the games that they wanted to play on the PlayStation. They got the system that they wanted with the games that they wanted to play. You know what I'm saying?
And they happen to be multiplayer games that they can actually get on the other system. But it's crazy. You're right.
But people don't see that. They too blinded. They don't see that. It's like, if you really want an Xbox, you're gonna go buy an Xbox, and you're not gonna care what the hell's on the other system. Because you know that you're gonna get your all your third parties is gonna be there too. You know that all the games that you want is gonna be there. And people that went out and bought the PlayStation, they not worried about the exclusives not there, because they know every game that they want to play, the Call of Duties, the Assassin's Creeds, the all the Ubisoft games, all the Activision games, all the EA games, they know that they're gonna have all of that. You can't guarantee that on Nintendo.
No,
it's too uncertain. It's too and that's when you have uncertainty, that hurts sales.
Right. And we got and not we, but Nintendo, and like some of these more diehard Nintendo fans need to realize that if Nintendo goes in that direction and seek after this type of stuff, they're not waving the white flag and they're not trying to be like PlayStation or Microsoft. They trying to compete. They trying to okay.
Here's another option.
Go ahead.
Nintendo doesn't have to go get the third. If they don't want to go get the third parties, don't go get the third parties. But then spend the money to open up other companies.
Right, that's what I was going to go.
To make different. If you know what I'm saying, it's like, if you can't get Call of Duty, then beat Call of Duty. Make a game. Come out with a game to beat Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? If they don't want to come over, then beat them.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like this is what I was going to say. Like, okay, let's take the franchises that Nintendo basically rotate around. You know, basically the franchise Nintendo rotate through, which is, you know, like you said, Mario, the Zelda. I can't even say Metroid much because we don't see Metro. You don't see Star Fox, these games, because they don't, you know, for whatever reason. But the Smash, the Mario Karts. If you, let's say, for instance, Nintendo had all the other stuff that the third party was offering. Now, I'm not going to buy all of it because I don't third party. There's only a few titles that third party make that interest me. But for the masses, third party is where it's at. That means if Nintendo can provide what Sony is providing, and you have Mario there, that means more people have access to Mario and to learn about Nintendo great IPs when maybe some third party sparked them to buy the system. See what I'm saying? Like with the NX, let's say it lives up to all the hype and it's this great, powerful system and it has third party support. Do you think people going to stop there? No, they're going to buy first party stuff because they got the system. So where they wouldn't buy a system strictly for Mario, but they would buy it for the best looking Call of Duty. Well, since they bought the system for the best looking Call of Duty, now when Mario comes out, well, let me try Mario. See what I'm saying? Let me try Zelda. Here now you got this whole group of people who thought these games were something else, and now they can experience it themselves and realize these are great games. But as long as that's all you got, people ain't gonna spend the money to experience it unless they already know what they're getting into. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like you said, if Nintendo is not going to go the route of securing third party or a lot of these major titles of a third party, then like you said, Nintendo need to, like they used to do, beat them. Make a football game, make a baseball game, action, a first-person shooter game that compete directly with the Halos and the kill zones and all this stuff. Do that to where then those games that appeal, like the Halo 5s and the kill zones and the Call of Duties and the Battlefields and all that stuff, you got a game that directly competes with that draws that audience in. And guess what? If they buy your system, they're going to try the other games. Because I mean, that's what
also
we do.
you gotta come with the features, the social features.
That's a whole other thing, right?
You gotta come with the online, and you gotta come with the voice chat, and you gotta come with the stuff that we want.
But they gonna say then that's basically you just want an attend station.
And that doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
I just gotta say that, man.
I know. I'm keeping real with the audiences. I'm a multi-console owner. There are different reasons why I buy different games on each system. When Black Ops 2 came out, I did not buy it on the Sony or the Microsoft console. I bought it on Nintendo. Reason being, different features on the Nintendo console that I wasn't going to get over on the other consoles. One being, I could use my motion controls, I could use my gamepad, or I could use the Pro controller. You know what I'm saying? Another feature being the gamepad, where I can do different things like to hit my air, just touch the gamepad for my airstrikes. You know what I'm saying? And do all, and I can also see the map right there without having to pause the game. You know what I'm saying? I can also change my loadout while I'm still in the game. Whereas when you play the other games on other systems, you had to wait till you was dead to do that, or you had to wait till to the next match to change your weapons and stuff like that, to change your loadouts and all that stuff. I could do that in the game on the gamepad, which made that game superior to the ones on the PlayStation 3. I mean, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. So that's what I'm saying is like there's different things to differentiate what you're going to buy on your system. Just because I have the other system, I mean, I need to go buy it over there. The reason why I didn't get Ghost is because what they did with the Black Ops 2. They didn't want to put no DLC on there. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to put no DLC in. They didn't want to. So once you said that, like that lets me know that you're not going to support the game. So if you're not going to support the game, why am I going to buy it over here? Because I'm not going to get all the stuff I want to get over here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's why in the next iteration, I went back to the other consoles. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So there's different things and different reasons, and the reason like this, like for now, this controller is going to be another reason why I'm going to get my shooters on Xbox again over PlayStation. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, it ain't got nothing to do with resolution or none of that. It got something to do with experience.
With experiences, my features on the console, my friends that are on the console, and what different things I can do.
Because I would say, reason I'm saying what I said because when I bought my first experiencing Assassin's Creed was Assassin's Creed 3 on the Wii U. Mm-hmm. Now, I bought it because it was on the Wii U and that was the system I had at that time. And I could have got on the PlayStation 3, but I had the Wii U, so I bought it. But when I bought Black Flag, a lot of the features that the gamepad allowed me to do were removed. And I'm telling you, it wasn't good. It wasn't like, if this is the way I would have had to play it on the PlayStation 3 or the Xbox 360 or the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, even if it looked 20 times better on the play, I would choose the gamepad features and the way that game looked over the PlayStation 4 version, even though it looked better and all that, because of the freedom and ease of access that the gamepad allowed me offer me, like being able to just touch where I wanted to go and map that out via the screen, and all my options and all my potions and weapons or whatever right there at the reach of my finger, whether then had to stroll through menus to find something. I just tapped it on my screen. So it really, when I bought Black Flag 4, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, it really jarred my experience when I was trying to play it like Assassin's Creed 3, and I couldn't play it because how I was used to playing it with the gamepad, all that stuff was gone, and it just ruined it to the point that it just sit over there. I think I may have put 7 hours into that game, or not even that.
Now you see what you just said there, right?
Right.
It's because of a feature on the console. There was reason that you wanted to play this game, and how how it operated on this console is the reason why you didn't want to get it for other console. Now, for all those people that say, well, you should have bought it on that console, this is the reason why people choose different consoles. This is the reason why people say are still interested in what Nintendo is doing, because yes, they are still looking for different ways to play games. That's why I said, if they comes out and their console is doing what I think it's going to do, where I can take my games on the same games I'm playing on the home console and take it with me on the go, that's a feature that I can't get on PlayStation, and that's a feature I can't get on Xbox, and that's going to be the reason why I'm going to buy a lot of games on the Nintendo NX versus another system.
So so basically, whether it is 900p, that doesn't matter. This feature is what matters more.
That feature is what matters because it's going to enhance my experience. Because yes, I could be sitting here playing. I could be sitting here playing the game like, dang, and I lose track of time. Like, dang, it's time to go to work. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, cool. I go to work, get my work done, get my little break time, and I can go turn this on, and I can start playing at work. I don't have to wait till I get home again. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be left behind. Why, like everybody, I might be on the speed run trying to beat somebody else, trying to beat the game for somebody else to beat the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now I don't have to be left behind because I had to go work, or I had to go somewhere, or I had to go, go take the girlfriend somewhere, or I had to go to the hospital, or whatever I had to do.
Right. So you ain't never detached. You ain't never separated from the experience. You always engage.
That's a feature that will make you buy a game on this system versus another system.
Just like that off-screen play was a feature. A lot of people was like, I could just go to my room. Now, I couldn't do it because the signal couldn't go through my walls and stuff. So that feature didn't benefit me. But for those who got that experience, like one person would say, I could go take a dump and play Mario at the same time.
Or you can actually take the console with you and be able to still play the game. Some of the games, because not all of them do it, but a lot of the games did. But you can still play the games without having to hook it up to the monitor. Because sometimes you go to some hotels and they won't let you hook stuff up to the TV.
I didn't even think about that.
So they won't let you hook it up
to the whole console and still be able to play no TV.
Or even take it to the further. If you bought all your games digital. If you bought all your games digital, you can take the Wii U, get a little power converter that you plug into the cigarette lighter, plug your Wii U up, and bam, there you go. You got your portable system in the car.
Right. You give me ideas, man.
That's what stuff right there. I think about what all does this system do? What all does this system offer me? Because these are investments in your entertainment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand. It's like when they say, "Oh, we just buy the games for exclusive." So that's all you. So you just buy a console just for a certain amount of games a year? That doesn't make sense to me. I can understand back in the day, but now it's a different thing now. You know what I'm saying? It's like the amount of exclusives now compared to back in the day are very slim, and they're slim pickings. It's not a whole lot of them. So if you only buy those for those. If you only buy a console for exclusive, that's kind of like, it's like you limiting yourself.
Right, and that's my thing. Like when you really step back, if you practicing these type of things, and I see a lot of cats practice this, and they would swear up and down that it ain't because of brand loyalty or anything like that. It's because they know what good games is and versus what are not. Which you really are limiting yourself, man. Like these games that I bought, these little cheap games, one of them panned out to be garbage, but the other two I was always interested in. I just didn't, honestly being brand loyal, and I didn't buy them, but I bet you if it was on the Wii U or on the system that I was really behind so strongly, I would have bought it. So and I know a lot of people are worse than me in that area in this community. But anyway, there's a lot to be out here to be enjoyed across all these platforms. I'm hoping that Nintendo and the NX is something amazing, which I believe it will be. But like I said, we gotta wait and see until they decide to come out with. Did you hear about? Go ahead.
You still think it's 2016?
I don't know. I mean, I believe it's 26. Like I said, my desire for Nintendo is to strike while the iron is hot, to strike while you got the attention of everybody. Don't wait till you lose the momentum and the hype that has been built up by not only the people in this community, but different website, different groups and companies that picked up the story and really intrigued by the possibilities with the NX, and they are pretty much promoting it for you. When you can go to, what was that, Wall Street Journal, and read about speculations on the Wii U, when you can pick up this magazine and that magazine and the Forbes magazine, all these magazines that don't even really cater to games, some kind of way are curious about the NX and Nintendo and what they're going to do. That means this thing has people intrigued, and it has their curiosity. And I want Nintendo to strike while everyone is focused on them. And then not only strike while the focus is on them, but exceed what they're expecting. Like that first rumor, like when it said, which I believed was true, when it said that the NS was what the NS can do cannot be duplicated on the other two systems. I believe that rumor, and I'm hoping that Nintendo is able to capitalize on that.
Did you hear the one about how somebody interacting with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox or something like that?
Yeah, but see, I think there's a possibility.
I wonder what they're talking about, though. That's what I want to know. I didn't even get to read this stuff.
When they said that, I was thinking about what the Xbox can do. Like, it might not necessarily be. You might not mean that you can pick up an Xbox controller and play a Nintendo game, but you might be able to hook it into an Xbox or a PlayStation and play through it. Let's say, for instance, you somewhere else and they don't have an NX. Well, you might be able to take a USB and hook into a PlayStation 4 and through the PlayStation 4 play your Nintendo games off of that controller. See what I'm saying? Or hook directly into, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it could be, but I was thinking about how you could take a PlayStation 4 and hook it into the back of an Xbox One.
Yeah.
And do stuff, do some cool things which you cannot do on the PlayStation 4. You can't hook the Xbox into the PlayStation 4 and actually it register it and pick it up, and you can see what you're doing on the PlayStation 4 through the Xbox One. I'm thinking something like that, but that's my little that's what I thought. But if it's beyond that, I don't have a clue what they talking about. I ain't even gonna try to speculate on it.
Yes, I don't know. I was thinking that was one of the far-fetched ones, but I was like, then I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they think, because I started thinking about that cloud stuff that they was talking about. I was like, I don't know.
Right. So I mean, because if it's the controller, then it ain't like you need the Xbox One's controller. You just you can use it as an access point. Let's say this is just speculation. You hook it into an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, but you use the internet to connect to your system or whatever, then it is interacting with the PlayStation 4. But you're using the internet on the PlayStation 4 to access maybe you got your games that's on your what's the Nintendo, the new Nintendo, what they call it? It ain't Nintendo Club, but they got a new name for it. But where in the cloud or whatnot, your account, you can access it via the internet and gain access like Steam. You got your games and you can play them through the PlayStation 4, but off of your controller and all that. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna do, but it has to be streaming. So no matter if you got PC or Xbox One or PlayStation 4, you always got access to your games no matter what setup you got. If you got a Wii, if you got the NX.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. But I think back down to earth. I don't know. I think what they mean. Because like I don't see that happening, but I don't know. But I think what maybe they mean, maybe people just misinterpreted it. But I think maybe it's gonna be some like cross gameplay, like maybe with that Final Fantasy or something. Like you'll be able to play on PlayStation 4, PC, and then be able to play with people on the NX or whatever, stuff like that.
But see, then that'd mean Sony as Xbox I had to allow cross game and.
No, see, it's not up to them. It's like it's not up to them. It's like because like if the there's some games right now that you can play on PlayStation and you can play against people on PC. And the same way on Xbox, there's some games on Xbox that you can play against people on Xbox and play against people on PC. It's all about the server.
Can you play Xbox to PlayStation?
I think there was one game that you could do that. I just forgot what the game was. It was a long time ago. Okay. But
well, I don't know. I was thinking streaming. I was thinking through the internet, game your account, and you can play. If you got this controller, you can play your games through those systems, but through your account. That's what I was thinking. But maybe
technically speaking, if the server is not on the actual system or not run by the actual companies, you can cross game play with all through all consoles. It's just okay. Excuse me. It's just the fact that some servers are run through Microsoft, so they of course they're not going to let the competition come through on their system, whatever like that. But there's some MMO games that you can play cross play like that and stuff because the servers are run on the third party company server.
Okay. I don't know. We'll see though. But let me ask you this though, man. What do you think about Sony trying to copyright Let's Play?
It's stupid.
Did you hear about that?
That's stupid.
That'll be a podcast, Judge. You just can't say it's stupid. You gotta.
I just think it's stupid. I don't understand what's the point in doing that. What's the point in doing that other than to capitalize on all the people that do Let's Plays on YouTube?
Now let me ask you this. Now Sony didn't create Let's Play, did it?
No.
So my question is, and you gotta have some audacity here. You didn't create this. This was.
They're trying to do it for this new campaign that they're trying to go about.
I know.
But in order to do that, if they do that, then people that like just how like Nintendo stopped people from making Nintendo videos on YouTube. Right. You can't use Let's Play and then monetize your videos. You can't say Let's Play.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like to me, the was basically created around the ideal of what Let's Play is all about. Like to me, they ain't come out, let's create this campaign called Let's Play and then try to copyright it and stop. And y'all want to take that idea from the folks who have made that popular on YouTube and other places. And yeah, because you got play in the name of your console, you was trying to pull a fast one. To me, they done the work to make this popular. You didn't do anything to make Let's Plays popular. So why would you come in and have the audacity to try to take that away from people who have built that that type of YouTube channel, content, whatnot? Why would you come in and try to rob them of what they created to gain off of it? That to me, that takes some guts, man, some balls to come in and say we want to copyright Let's Play, knowing good and well it's a community of people on YouTube and other places that have made that phrase popular. And when you say Let's Play, you know exactly what they talking about, like Let's Plays, watching folks play through games and things like that. I don't get why Sony thought this was smart. But they ain't getting as much.
It was smart. It was smart because they knew what they were trying to do.
Yeah, I mean it was smart, but I mean it wasn't smart as far as PR because it was gonna rub a lot of people the wrong way. Like it did. It kind of somewhat backfired on them. But they ain't getting the heat Nintendo got for, in my opinion.
That's because they lost.
Had it right. Oh, okay.
If they would have won, then they might have got the heat.
Well, they still pursuing it.
Yeah, they're still pursuing it, but I don't know. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, it's stupid. It was stupid.
Nintendo fans, not Nintendo fans, but Sony fans, they gonna say, oh, it's great. It's a great idea.
Nintendo fans do it too. We do it. Yeah, I ain't gonna give us no pass.
No, they do it. They obviously they should do it. This is because y'all don't understand the whole stipulation that comes with that. So now you gotta go back and search through all your videos that they even said let's play on it, and you gotta unmonetize it or delete it or whatever.
Right. Or give Sony some money for it. Then that's exactly what they were trying to do. All them videos with all them views.
They're gonna get money for that. It's like people don't.
They're gonna get money, and they ain't do nothing. They didn't do anything to create it. They didn't do anything to build that up. But they stole it.
It's the same reason why Nintendo did what they did. Nintendo, look at the YouTube. The people don't understand. YouTube has made so much money off of just people playing games and stuff that half these people some of these people make more money than the actual game companies make off their own games. You know what I'm saying? And they want to stop that.
But see, what I will give Nintendo the benefit here is at least Nintendo is just trying to get their game content, whereas Sony was trying to capitalize on a phrase, on a style of video. Not you can't use Sony's games. No, you literally trying to rob a community or a group of individuals
I think
who make let's play videos.
I think it's obvious, but because personally, that's why you don't see Nintendo games from me, because I'm not even taking a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like people think, oh, I just don't play. No, I play Nintendo games. I just don't record Nintendo games because I ain't got time for that crap. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna put.
But see, it'd be like. To me, it'd be worse if Nintendo said we're gonna try to copyright what was one of them quick plays or rush. What's them games where you rush through the game? They beat it in a certain amount of time. Is that called quick plays?
I forgot. I know what you're talking about. I forgot what they call time runs or something.
Like it'd be like Nintendo trying to copyright that, and so everybody that has that up has to either, like you said, go change it or. Remove it from being monetized because Nintendo gonna get. See, to me, that's more egregious than Nintendo saying anything with Mario or Zelda or any of our IPs, exclusive IPs. It's wrong to me still, but I can see where they have the right to protect their IPs and their creation. But it was still egregious. I think Nintendo should have done it. But I think what Sony was trying to do was far more egregious because they didn't even create that. That it ain't like that was something Sony was known for. So to me, it's like y'all had to be out y'all mind to try that stunt. But anyway, what else, man? What else we got to talk about? Because I think we unexhausted enough, in my opinion. What else, man?
Let me go look. I don't think nothing else happened.
Yeah, and if it don't,
it's also been NX rumors.
What?
It's mostly it's NX rumors.
Yeah, it's just been NX rumors. Yeah, so I don't want to go back over that. And we kind of exhausted everything I want to talk about so far, and there ain't much else to talk about. So, but hey, this wasn't a bad first return, man. 2016, I think we got it in.
Yeah, we got it in.
Stay tuned for the next podcast. We're gonna try to have some guests on there. My boy K-Bum will be back. I'm looking for some candidates, man. I got one in mind. If I can ever get in contact with him, I think he'll be a good candidate to jump on this podcast with us. I'm gonna try to secure him and see if he down. I ain't gonna say who it is until I get him secured. Then y'all know who I'm talking about. OG, older guy who I think is, will fit in with what me, John, and K-Bum try to do. But anyway, you got any final words, John?
Nah, man, just open your eyes. Open your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we want to have fun, but open your eyes because you got to be able to see the BS before you can have fun.
Right.
And then get out your feelings. Stop taking this stuff so seriously. It's entertainment. It's entertainment. If you don't like it, just don't buy it. If you happy, then go sit in your corner and be happy.
Right.
Don't be mad that other people want change. You know what I'm saying? This industry is going to evolve. That's what it's supposed to do. My dog is running down here knocking stuff down. But yeah, just chill out. Stop getting in your feelings. That's all I got to say.
I agree. 2015, I seen enough of that, man. I'm done with the whole crying on our channels, crying in podcasts, and trying to act like that ain't what we doing, when that's exactly what we doing. Basically trying to control how other people think and see and process. And, you know, if they don't have my opinion, then some kind of way their opinion is wrong. And when opinion is just that opinion. But with that, just stay tuned for Live and Level. We're going to be doing some great things this year. And frequent fulleffectgaming.com. That's fulleffectgaming.com. Me and John be posting our thoughts and gameplays and animations and movies, whatever, man. Just come and frequent us, man. Help us build our little website into a big website, man. We making grounds. We had some accomplishments for the few months that we was doing it together, and we looking to expand that even more, man. So frequent that if you don't mind. That's fulleffectgaming.com. And this is Live and Level signing out. For me and John Shaw and K-Bum 20. Till next time, people. Deuces.